This is a 17-year-old who escaped murder.
It definitely didn't feel like I was getting sliced with a machete.
It didn't feel like you were being attacked by a machete?
Sort of like just getting hit with a stick.
Meet Seth Gott. His life changed in a matter of seconds in a moment that he never expected.
Seth repeatedly begged this man, Ashton Kane Talley, to please stop. He gave investigators a rambling excuse that he got upset for being bumped into.
Today you're going to see a day in the life of a kid recreating his life from scratch after being on the brink of death and meeting face to face with an unknown murderer. And this is One Day, One Life. January 9th, 2024. Seth felt like it was a day of relaxation and simply enjoying the sunlight with fresh air on a walk. You're walking from here and somebody had just bumped into you.
I thought that they just bumped into me because I couldn't feel it. Like, I couldn't tell what it was, but he had cut down my back. I was just wearing a big leather jacket at the time, so it didn't get to my spine. I just wanted him to let me lay here and die slowly instead of to keep getting hit.
When Seth was being attacked, he said, "You have the wrong guy. Why me? Who are you?" Witnesses around him were in shock, and one man named Nathan Curtin came up to grab the attention from the murderer.
I'm just glad everybody's okay, and I hope the victim is okay and has a full recovery.
And as I'm laying here and he's chopping away, he's probably hit me in the head 4 times.
When Seth was on the brink of death, his new journey of remaining alive just began. Great to meet you.
Yeah, it's great to meet you.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Still recovering and
Yeah, for sure. If this cut had been like slightly to the left, it would have cut my nerve and I wouldn't be able to use this hand like ever again. I got crazy lucky. Yeah.
dude, that's insane, man.
Miss Kim, do you want to change this bandage for me?
Cool.
Let me wash my hands. I'll be right there, baby. So this is the boys' room.
It's definitely been a struggle. You don't realize how many things you do with your hands every day. It's actually, it looks really good today, Miss Kim. I can feel a lot more.
Yeah.
Does it create more like gratitude
Absolutely.
for those little things?
Yeah, and it definitely makes me feel so much better when I find out that I can do something. I didn't think I would ever be so happy being able to pick up a fork on my own, but after a couple of weeks of having people feed me, being able to pick up a fork on my own and eat by myself was a beautiful thing. Wow. Yeah, this is meant to keep my arm from straightening out, because if I do, I could tear the ligament in my arm.
Wow. So how do you keep your sanity in a day if you can't?
I love music. I have 6 different guitars, I have a bass, I have drums. Play music every day. I can only use my thumb, and it's very hard to because of the nerve damage. Kind of focus on what I can do, you know, just try and keep your mind in a good place. Because if I dwell on all the things that I'm missing out on, it's gonna be a pretty shitty time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're walking out right now.
Cool. Let's do it.
I really miss being able to drive.
Oh.
I'm really lucky that I didn't really get scarred on my face at all. I never really got hit in the face. I got hit all over the head, but not in the face. My pinkies and ring finger doesn't have any cuts or anything, but it'll just feel like almost an electric shock.
Oof.
It's just weird.
So which one was your dad?
My dad is not in the picture.
No.
My mom lived here with me, obviously, when I was a little kid, and then she moved over to Louisiana, and I decided to stay here because I wanted to stay with all my friends. So I stayed with Miss Kim for a while.
While Seth has his family separated all across the country, Kim has been there for him mentally, emotionally, and financially. The mother of Seth's best friend nearly had a panic attack after finding out that the treatment for Seth's recovery will no longer be funded by the city. This will cost over $50,000 out of pocket.
When she came and said who it was, I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm gonna cry right now.
Today was a huge day for Seth to be able to know whether or not he will ever be able to move his hands and finger ever again.
All right, so I've been doing a lot of reading about you. And there's a lot of reading to do. So
Okay.
So tell me how things are going here.
We can unwrap this if you want.
We will.
Okay.
Yep. Let's just kind of see here. How's the sensation over on this side?
I can't feel.
Can't feel that much.
Yeah.
Okay. How about on this side?
Much like
You can.
pretty much normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, pretty normal.
Yeah.
On this side. How's the sensation on this side?
Everything's normal.
Everything's
yeah.
normal.
Except for
Feel that.
like the dry skin spots where it's healing, but other than that.
That feels normal. This over here feels normal. Well, you can kind of relax your hand here. There you go. There.
Yeah,
Better.
that's nice.
So we'll rebuild this guy, and then what we're gonna do is you're gonna be in a little bit more wrist extension. You'll be kind of more like this.
Good.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you start motion.
In order for Seth to ever be able to move his hands again, he must be able to move his fingers.
First of all, you're gonna start just doing passive motion. What I don't want you to do is pulling anything with this hand. Okay. Good. And then I want you to just actively close. Good. And then open to the block. I'm really happy. This overall looks good. Fortunately, it's at the wrist level. It's going to take probably about 6 months to really get your sensation to return fully and that kind of thing, but it'll happen. Yeah.
That's good news. Feels so much better.
Great.
The next appointment for this Friday?
Yeah, so you can schedule out as far as you want.
Thank you. See you soon.
How you feeling?
Pretty good. For the circumstance, it's just crazy. It feels like going to the setting of a dream. Like it doesn't feel like what happened was real. There's something like surreal about it.
After Seth experienced the attack of an unknown murderer in the most brutal, traumatizing way possible, he sees a new chapter in his life of new opportunities and new ways to bring the world together when he has every reason to do the opposite.
Hey Logan, it's me Seth. I'm doing really good since the last time we talked. My scars have healed up really nicely, and I have a surgery planned in the next couple weeks to get full range of motion back in that hand. I've gotten back to work. I'm planning to go back to school in the fall, and I've been playing a lot of guitar, having a great time. I feel like my old self. I'm really glad that I got to talk to you, and thank you so much.
And this proves that regardless of what your past is, it can create a new future that you've always dreamed of. And this is one day, one life.